All right. Our learning objectives for today, we are going to start on basic algebra and algebraic manipulation. So we are going to learn about expressing mathematical relationships algebraically, evaluating algebraic expressions, and addition and subtraction of linear expressions. Okay. We have one more joining us, Yuxuan. Okay, Yuxuan, can you hear me? Okay, how are you, Yuxuan? You feeling better already?
Yeah.
So, do your school have weighted assessment as well?
Yeah.
So over already, so how do you do?
I haven't got the results.
But
Yeah.
how do you feel? Able to do the questions? Okay,
Yeah.
today we're going to do algebra. So, all right. Now, what happened is, I feel in algebra in primary school, you all had very little knowledge, or rather they teach very little concepts on algebra. So in secondary school, it is a starting of algebra and it's going to be very important because you will be using a lot of algebra to solve work problems. So it will be part and parcel of your secondary school maths. So you have to learn algebra skillfully. So you need to understand the basic concepts. So now, before we start, I'm going to test you on your basic concept to see how you understand about what do you understand about algebra. So I have these few questions for you. So, all right, you will write down the answer A to M and message me, all right? 2, 4, 5. I give you 1 minute for that. Okay, so we see how much understanding you have over algebra, okay? Okay, how about the rest? Have you gotten the answer already? Unluck, are you around or not? Unluck, you have done this topic on your own. You should be able to give me the
I am
answer quite
still
fast.
trying to solve.
Seriously?
I am a bit stuck on the rest. I am kind of fine.
Okay, fine. All right, understand.
Give me more. Give me more time.
Oh, wait, I wasn't done. That was the wrong one.
Okay. E and F, you shown E and F, you have issues, right? What about D, You have problem with D also, is it, Yushen?
I think I know how to do this.
Okay. Okay, I would tell you, Shalim, B and D, you have problem. B and D. The rest are okay. Okay, how about you? Which one you have issue? Okay. How A, what should be the answer? Yours will be A, B, and D. Okay, so A, B, and D. Okay, E and F no issue. B and D I never learned before. Yes, I know. Okay, so 2n times 2n. Okay, n times n. That's okay. So at least Mr. Cole will know what are the things. It's all right. You never done before. In primary school, that's why Mr. Cole said in primary school, they didn't actually teach you that much concept. Huh? Okay, let's see. Okay, so Miss N up to n squared to n d, okay, 2n squared 2 over n over 2. Okay, all right, very good. Okay, so Mr. Cole will go through. Now, a lot of you, very good. Most of the concept that you learn in primary school, you got it correct. So that's good. Okay, now what are the things that you have problem, especially A? Okay, A, Mr. Cole want to see A, n plus n. So n plus n actually gives you 2n. Or if you see, normally for algebra, they don't put as 1n, okay? They only put as n. So the 1 is understood when there's nothing in front, invisible, that's an invisible 1 already. Okay, so normally you don't write 1n, you don't write 1x, you don't write 1y. So what you write will be just simply n, x, and 1. So you notice one thing is how Mr. Cole write the x. I actually write this way and then combine together. I don't write this. So this becomes like a cross. Okay, so sometimes you get confused. So as especially when you do multiplication, so like actually you want to do x times x. So x times x become dot dot dot. Okay, so you write x times x. So it's understood that this one you are going to do algebra. So what would that be? Okay. So this come to the second one. What is n times n? Okay, so I'm not sure if you learn perfect square. You learn perfect cube. Okay, you know what is a perfect square and what is a perfect cube. Okay, let me just go check who n square. All right. So yes, n square, but the thing is, how do you write? Yes, so perfect square would be things like 2 times 2, 2 times 2, 3 times 3. So these are perfect square. And then, of course, the answer, I write the answer will be 4, and of course, 9. And then you can actually write these 2 to the power of 3 to the power of. Okay, to the power of. So it's the same thing. So same thing, I'm going to finish this. So 2 times 2 times 2 is the perfect cube. So you write as 2 to the power 3 or 2 cube. 3 times 3 times 3, you write as 3 to the power 3 or 3 cube. Okay, and so forth. So now, then n times n will be just n squared or n to the power 2. X times x to be x squared or x to the power 2. Okay, so this thing of to the power of. Okay, to the power of, actually we have done this in our early lesson. maybe some of you miss out this. So to the power of means, let's say to the power of n means you have n times n times n dot 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 times n types of it. Sorry, not so wrote down wrongly. Okay, it should be 2 times 2 times 2 and then n times of it. Okay, so it should be 2 times 2 times 2 times dot 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 2. So this will be n number of the 2's here. So 2 to the power of n. So here will be n to the power of 2, or you call it n squared. All right. So the next one, okay, so this is the one that a lot of you has problem. So now at least you know. So then the next one, 2 times of n. 2 times of n, of course, is 2n. Okay, now we come to this 2n squared, which just now some of you or all of you have this problem. 2n squared means 2n to the power of 2. So what does it mean? It means 2n multiplied by 2n. So in algebra, you can rearrange it. So you can multiply 2 times 2 first, and then n times n. So the first thing is you have 2 times 2, you get 4. What is n times n? You have n squared or n to the power of 2. So the answer is 4n squared. Okay, so I also want to talk about this 2 times n. When you write 2 times n, you write as 2n. All right, you don't write as n2. Okay, even though this actually also means n times 2. All right, so this will be correct. This will not be accepted. Okay. So then we go on to this 2 divided by n. Okay, a lot of you got it correct. 2 divided by n is 2n. Okay, now half times n, there are two answers. One will be just very normal, n divided by 2, n over 2. Or you can write as half first and then n. But this n is more towards the top, so you write this way. All right. So if you're going to write like this, then it's going to be wrong. So it has to be either this, or some people write at the center here. So the most is the center or up. All right. So all this is okay. But if it's right below, then it is completely wrong. Then. Okay. So far, all right about this, all these facts about algebra. Okay, I move on. Next one. Okay, so what are some of the basic things that you ought to know about algebra? Now, in algebra, letters are used to represent different numbers. So X, Y, Z, etc. are known as letters in algebra, not alphabets. So we call these letters. So certain conventions to follow in writing algebraic notations. All right, so what are certain conventions? Letter X is written differently from cross, okay, to differentiate them. Now, 3 times x is written as 3x and not x3, just like 3 apples, and you don't write as apples 3, okay? Then the next one, 1x is written as x only. All right, so if you write 1x, you maybe get either you mark as wrong or you get minus half a mark. Okay, so remember 1x is written as x. A lot of students actually cannot remember. They still continue as 1x, which I understand because in primary school, you say, how come in primary school I can write 1 unit as 1u equal to 10? Then after that, now algebra, you only say you can only write u equal to 10. Okay, so this one is just convention, or in primary school you use model, so you write 1 unit, but instead of writing the whole unit, you just write 1u equal to 10. Okay, but then in secondary school, you take it as u equal to